If you are listening to this podcast, you've probably been struggling with issues regarding your email send out. You've noticed that getting into recipients' inbox becomes more difficult with time, and your customers are raising their complaints about your soft. You also might be here, 'cause you already use email verification, but want to check out our tool, as it seems pretty smooth, very safe, and affordable. I couldn't agree more. If emails sent via your tool are not reaching the recipients, then your sender reputation should be first that you will investigate. Within this podcast, I will explain in more details why your sender reputation is so important, what affects it, and how we can help you secure it via our API. Sender reputation. Reputation is always crucial in business, but your sender reputation is the highest of them all. As a sender, you have developed your own reputation over the time. It is a score that an internet service provider, ISP, assigns to each organization that uses email as a communication tool. The higher the score is, the more likely an ISP will actually deliver your message into your recipient inbox. Otherwise, if your score is lower than a certain threshold, the ISP might place your emails in the SBAEM folder of the recipient, or even reject the message entirely. If a sender has multiple domains and sends emails from different IP addresses, each one of them will have its own reputation. The sender score was created to quickly recognize spammers of this world and to cut them out of the internets. Unfortunately, often during this ISP-SBAEM war, a decent email automation business can take a hit. Several factors can affect your score. Below I've listed a few most common. Each ISP decides how to calculate the reputation of each organization by deciding which factors are crucial and by weighting the importance of them. The amount of emails sent by the organization. It is not a surprise that spammers work on high numbers of emails. Therefore, ISP can flag large volume sends. You can either set up strict limits of emails that can be sent daily from your customers' accounts or use multiple IP for the send-out. The number of complaints/SBAEM reports. Reporting as a SBAEM deletes a message from recipient's inbox and reports this to ISP. Unfortunately, this aspect is mostly dependent on your client and the content of their email marketing communication. Educate your customers on how to write spam-free content. How often the organization's emails hit the ISP spam trap. ISP set up unused email addresses to act as traps for spammers. These email addresses are never published or shared anywhere. Spammers obtain these addresses by data harvesting and selling to others. If your clients are emailing such addresses, it means that they didn't properly harvest their email list and might be using a purchased list. High bounce rates. If your clients are using their uncleaned email lists, the bounce rate of their campaign might be high. In some cases, senders may be generating addresses at random or use purchased email lists. As a result, your IP reputation takes a hit, and deliverability is impacted negatively. This factor is not fully dependent on your client. You can take care of this aspect yourself. How to secure sender reputation? There is plenty of ways to secure your reputation. First of all, you need to have a good look at what kind of emails your customers are sending via your platform. As you've probably noticed already, they have a large impact on your sender reputation. It can be up to their content that your IP is flagged as a SBAEM. Write informative anti-SBAEM policies, set up the maximum complaint rate and bounce rate, and ban those customers that will not follow the thresholds. As I've mentioned above, educate your customers on how to create SBAEM-free content. Integrate with an email verification API to verify emails prior to the send out of your customers to prevent high bounce rates. I know one particular tool that I can truthfully recommend. Bouncers API. How we can help? With our API, You can integrate email address verification into your own applications. Once integrated, you can fully automate the verification process and therefore secure your sender reputation. You will receive the results of our verification, stating which emails are deliverable, which are invalid or risky. Those will automatically be assigned to previously set up actions within your applications. Although we do not remove spam traps or honeypots, as it is against our beliefs, once our verification is done, you can assume based on the results if the client's list is built of opt-in subscribers or not, very high number of undeliverable addresses. If not, there might be a higher possibility that the client is using a purchased or scraped list. Set up alerts to notify you whenever the number of undeliverable emails is higher than your threshold. For your reputation's sake, block such customers, burn the list, and forget about it. If the list is of good quality, there is a lower possibility that it will include a spam trap or honeypot's email. The setup process is very straightforward, and previous integrations of our customers indicated that it should take no longer than 2 working days of your developer. Additionally, if you would need an assistance of our Dev Hero, this could be provided either via email or video call.